All right, Shalom. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I'd also like to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do well. And I would like to say peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elect in 1/3, and Lord's will this lesson will be edifying, as well as exhorting to the sincere sheep of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash, and the Wada Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash, for giving me the inspiration to do this lesson. And as the title reads, Ezra Saw the Motb. All right. And I actually want to go into second Ezra or second Esdras, the sixth chapter, the 16th chapter. And I want to go into a vision that the prophet or the priest, but the prophet Ezra saw concerning future events that he was told to warn the Lord's people. All right. So let me just make sure the audio is good. Future events. All right. So let's just jump right into it. So I know for you brothers, Yahweh Shemel Shai is dealing with you certain men. You're well aware what's going on, what prophecy entails. But we have new believers, as the scriptures say in Acts. The Lord pretty much brought in new believers daily. So, the doors of mercy are closing. Okay. The door of prophecy is opening. And, soon we are going to witness this prophecy be fulfilled. So, man, the Wadi Abba Shemel Shai for using the Holy Spirit to, put it on me to do another lesson on it. All right. And this is another angle, another lesson, more edification pertaining to this major, major prophecy, which the world ultimately has no idea. Okay. The world has no idea. Okay. For the most part, of what's going on. They are not expecting prophecy like we are. We are in a spirit of expectation, So let's just start off right in this. So I'm in second Ezra, the 16th chapter, which is found in the King James 1611 Bible. And this is a prophecy that was given to Ezra. Actually through the Holy Spirit. He actually mentions he says the Holy Ghost, but it's the Holy Spirit. But before that, let's jump right into this. Second Ezra 15 and 1. It says, "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy." So ultimately, at the end of the day, these lessons are going out and they're directed to the Lord's people. But then there's also lessons that are directed towards heathens and what they're going to be doing according to prophecy. Missile-bearing empires, how they're going to partake in the third woe. Yes, there will be a third war. As the Bible prophesies, and we know who's going to lose. Okay. It says, "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true." So we have to understand that what we are prophesying, what we're reading, what we're being inspired to say is ultimately getting ready to come to pass. Okay. So we are, have been allowed to be a part of history. Okay, this is the biggest part of the creature's history known to man. It is. So let's just jump right into it. Got a lot to say. Excited about this one. So let's go into it. So it says, verse 68. As you see, I jumped down because I want to get to it in particular part of the prophecy that Ezra was prophesying. So it says, "For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you." Over who? Over the Israelites. This right here is Jacob's trouble. All right. We're actually reading about Jacob's trouble and envisioning how Jacob's trouble is going to play out. It says, "And they being Esau, they being heathen, they being military capable, housing humans in camps." Okay. That's the they. It says, "And they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols." So right here, Ezra is warning that certain of the Israelites, certain people are going to be taken and then they're going to be fed being idle. Now let's go into this. All right. We're going to break this down. So I got a few points to make. Let's first look up feed. Okay, because that's what you did in ancient times. You would feed people to idols. And I'm actually going to focus on an in particular idol by the name of Moloch. All right. So look right here, feed, the verb, food. What do we got? Give food to, let me see the noun, feed for animals, meal. Okay. What else do they got? Okay. Nothing crazy. I just wanted to check it out. All right. But you're going to be fed. You're going to be offered. Okay. You're going to be offered. Like when Esau says, let me make you an offer. See, which it can bug you out. But according to the English, there is, this Jay came by camp. He said, you're speaking English to me, and that's a problem because it's witchcraft, which I knew what he meant, but he was so bugged out that he went too deep. But there is witchcraft in the midst of Esau's language. Like, Jake, they'll be like, oh, well, good morning. To a degree, they're right. Okay. So when Esau says he's going to offer you, or he has an offer for you, you have to take that with a grain of salt, because that's exactly what he's going to do to these people. He's going to offer these people to the beast. Okay. You have to understand the MOTB is going to be modern day idol worship. Now, I did a lesson on it years ago, going in depth about idol worship and linking it with the MOTB. And they took my video down so quick, so I never really got back into it. So I'm kind of tapping into that right now, but I'm not going to go as deep. We don't need to. But for you to understand, like these other camps, they're not telling you the severity of the MOTB. It's modern day idol worship. Okay. It's modern day idol worship. And I'll actually show you real quick through finished done. Let me put this in. I was Googling, and use this Google while you can, for edification, ask it questions, get fun facts, do research, use it. The world is at the palm of our hands right now. And, we got to take advantage of it. Apostle Paul said, use the world, don't abuse it. It's technology, God. Watch this. Okay. So like I said, I'm going to skim the surface. Look, of course, AI is answering this question, which AI is a self-programmed prophet. And what I mean by that is what they did with AI is it's a system that gobbles information, and then it takes whatever you give it and it predicts an outcome from whatever data you give it. So it's a self-programmed prophet. Okay. It's on the left-hand side. It says some Christians believe that technology is a gift from God. Let me see. Now, there was another one that I looked up. Oh, let me try this. Is technology a idol? Let's try that. Okay, which people idolize technology. Yep, look, technology becomes an idol when we start to worship our devices instead of worshiping the Most High, which is true. Some say that technology can become an idol when people place more hope in it than in God, which they do. Okay, right now, tech is ruling and running the world. Okay, people trust Alexa, okay, or Siri, whatever their names are. They'll put more trust in what the machine tells you than the scriptures. That is a God. That is an idol. Okay, technology is an idol, and he has a technology that's prophesied in Revelations 13 that you are going to be forced to put within you to live. Okay, remember it says the Most High kills and makes alive. So what Esau is going to do is say, if you want to live, then you have to bow to the beast. Okay, and you're going to be fed or offered to this technology, and that is modern day idol worship. That's the epitome of modern day idol worship. So now that we made that statement, and you see this right here, you can look it up yourself. Let's look up offer. And we're going to go back to 2nd Ezra, and we're going to pull out some more precepts. Okay, so the word offer means to bring or put forward, to make a presentation. What else do we got here? Present something. Look at this. Look at this. To sacrifice. So when they did that trial run with the jump shot, we have many names that we give it because we can't even speak on it. Okay, you can't even speak on Esau's gods without him flagging your video if you're not for it. If you're against it, he's on you. It's pretty much like in the time of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, there were in particular heathens that were had their watchful eye on us to see if we were worshiping their gods or not. And that's what people were doing during that trial run with the jump shot. I did a lesson a few years back titled, or maybe about a year back, titled "Remember How They Acted." You brothers remember how they were treating us? You remember how they were treating you? If you didn't have the muzzle on, if you didn't have this, so in a day not like it, see, he's gonna package up this this mark in a way that people are gonna be dying to get it. Okay, and he's gonna give a mass offering. Okay, and I'm gonna show you even back then, people would offer themselves, their hair, their body, their children, okay, all to a deity, to a god, to a false idol. All right. And he's getting ready to offer you. I have an offer for you people. Okay. He's going to offer you, see, to sacrifice, present something solemnly or worshipfully as a religious sacrifice. That's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to sacrifice these people to the beast. All right. Now let's see what else we got for offer. A proposal presented for acceptance or rejection. Okay, offer. So you get the gist of it. All right, just like we would make an offering to Yahweh, a burnt offering, a grain offering, a food offering, okay, or a sacrifice. It was offered to Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. So Esau is going to offer people to the beast. All right, and you're going to have to take the mark to show your allegiance or your acceptance to it. So let's keep going with that. So now we know that technology is coined an idol. Okay. He wants to offer you to this idol. All right. This is why he says he's going to feed you. See, and feed you, being idle, meaning stationary. These two idols are two different words. See, idle, but idle as in standing still with things offered unto idols, something being worshiped. And what is going to be worshiped in these days to come is technology, which is found in Revelations, the 13th chapter, which is coined the MOTB. Okay. So this is modern day idol worship. For these Israelites out here that are pushing the law, you would think that they would use the law to denounce, rebuke, and acknowledge this technology and warn the people, hey, we don't believe that's the MOTB, but you shouldn't get it. Matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, I believe General Yohana, he said that he said God doesn't care if you get a C hip. Okay, it's on the Elder Yashawamba's video on Odyssey, if I'm not mistaken. See, he came and put it on YouTube. You know, so let's keep going. Let me keep going. So I want to really go into idol, what offered unto idol. So let's go into Psalms 96. Okay, Psalms 96 and 4, it says, for Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is great and greatly to be praised. He is to be feared above all gods. So at the end of the day, you're supposed to fear Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai over Esau. And that's one thing that our people have a very big problem with, is they put more fear in the so-called white man than they do to their own God. Okay, and that is a curse. Okay, the scriptures say the Most High didn't give us the spirit of fear, but of a sound mind. You should not be looking at Esau with a mindset of, oh no, what is he going to do to me? He can do nothing unto you. Okay, he is just an instrument that is being used in this present hour of this current empire that has been prophesied to be destroyed since the beginning of creation. We are just going through the necessary steps of the movie, of the prophetic timeline of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai's will. Okay, so get the fear of Esau out of your vessel, out of your mind. All right, you're supposed to fear Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, not a gun, not a bullet, not death. Okay, who told you were going to die? All right, it says, for all the gods of the nations are idols. So when you look into history, you see that heathens always found something to worship outside of the Creator. And we can find the gist of that when you go to Wisdom of Solomon, the 13th chapter. So let's just jump to Wisdom of Solomon 13 really, really quick, just to show you the nature of man. Okay, because when you read the Bible, what you're reading is the mindset, characteristic, and actions of people that are around us. Okay, it's a movie. It says, surely Vain are all men by nature, who are ignorant or unknowing of Yahweh, and could not out of the good things that are seen know him that is, neither by considering the works did they acknowledge the work master, but deemed either fire or wind or the swift air or the circle of the stars or the violet water or the lights of heaven to be the gods which govern the world. So man is so vain by nature that when they saw thunder, that's a thunder god. When they saw rain, it's a rain god. When they saw sun, it's the sun god. And then when the sun goes down, the demon jumps on him and they say, we need to sacrifice someone so that the sun comes back up. See, this is how low level these people are, but this is the mindset that they're going to be in when the MOTB gets pushed, that we need this to live and you should die or be offered if you don't want to take it either. Okay, that's why it says I saw them that were beheaded for not taking the mark. See, so he's going to package it up to a level to where death penalty will be a punishment for not accepting it, because in ancient times, when you accepted an idol, you got stoned to death. So now, because you don't accept it, quote unquote, you're going to get stoned to death, but it says beheaded. Okay, which there's other reasons why we believe Esau will do beheading outside of it being in the scriptures. You have to understand, even though the scriptures say it, this has to play out on man's level. So man has in his own mind his reasoning why he would behead you, not knowing he's fulfilling prophecy. So he could do it to preserve the body. You see what I'm saying? So we don't have to go too deep with it, but just understand this is how it's going to play out. Okay. So now that I got that, let's read this one more time. It says, for all the gods of the nations are idols. So what does Babylon idolize? Babylon idolizes technology. Okay. You can't tell me that's not true. Look, I see babies with phones. Okay. Everything revolves around this square device in your hand, or Chat GBT AI. It's taken over. People idolize it. Whatever technology says, they take that as law. Okay. So technology has replaced the need for God. So now they're idolizing this technology, meaning we need it. We need this up and running. Okay. And then soon they're going to need it inside of them. All right. So they can become one with their God. This is what this is all coming down to. But this is another form of idol worship. It says, for Yahweh Shemel Shai made the heavens. Right. Not Google. Okay. Not Esau. All right. Not Siri. All right. Not iPhone. Yahweh Shemel Shai. Yahweh Shai and the elect. All right. If you want to get down to the gritty of it, you go to Genesis 1. It's the Elohim. Yahweh Shai and the elect angels. You know. Now, let's jump into some idol worship. So when you go to Leviticus, check this out. Now, I think, where was I reading? I think I was reading it on my phone, but it actually goes into, like it said, pagan worship. And a part of pagan worship was rounding the corner of your beards. So that's not a part of our custom. So back then, you had heathens that would alter their hairline and their body for a god, and they would offer it, like Elam. You sisters want to know where weave comes from? Okay. You want to know where weave comes from? Weave. No, hold on. Indian women offer hair to God. And then that same hair they offer. Okay. Look at this. Some Hindu women offer their hair to their family deity as a token of gratitude to fulfill a vow. Hair is offered as a sacrifice to the hundreds of thousands of gods in the Hindu pantheon for reasons of diverse after seeking blah, 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 blah. And then guess what? The hair that's offered is sold to black women in New York, sold in America. And it's sold to, okay. Let's go here. I just want to see. Yep. So all these proud ass black women here in Babylon telling you need this amount of money to get me, and you wearing a heathen's hair, okay, that she offered to a god, and then now your black ass is walking down the street running your fingers through it, thinking you tough, okay? See that? This is what these women are doing across the board, man, across the pond. See? They offer their hair, and then Shanika, she buys it or steals it, and then she puts it on in the club, and niggas is worshiping her with Hennessy and blunts. See? Okay, so see, look, black woman, Indian, look it up. Go look it up for yourself. So, anyways, be aware of that hair demon. So Leviticus, real quick, Leviticus 19 and 28. All right, see, look at this. Verse 26, ye shall not eat anything with blood. This is why this was told to us when we were in a Gentile state of mind, when the gospel was being preached to us, when we didn't know who we are. Ye shall not eat anything with blood, neither shall ye use enchantments nor observe times. Why? Because that's what the heathen did, because they are vain by nature. So you could have a horoscope demon on you. Shoot that shit out. Get rid of that, okay? A lot of Jake women have a horoscope demon. We don't play with it. We don't go into it. The knowledge of the heavens is something we'll get in the kingdom, but that's what the serpent used on Eve to get her ass to allure after another doctrine or understanding, okay? This is why you can't go too deep. Keep it simple. You're going to bug out, all right? It says, look, ye shall not round the corners of your head, neither shall thou mar the corners of thy beard. Why? Because heathens were doing these rituals back then to offer it to their gods, okay? So IUIC getting super lined up. When you sit in that chair, your ass is being offered. You're offering yourself, okay? So these law-abiding Israelites, they have no idea what they're involved in, man. All right, now look, ye shall not make any cuttings in the flesh, okay? Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am the Lord. Now, why were they cutting their flesh and printing marks? They were doing it for their idols. This is modern day idol worship. He's going to print or put a mark within you to their God, which is the prophecy being fulfilled of the mark of the beast. Okay? Modern day idol worship. Feed you, being idled, offered unto idols, and that idol is the MOTB. Okay? Let's see what we got. Oh, look what I got here. Sacrifice offering. A sacrifice offering is an act of giving something precious to a god or gods. See? Especially the killing of a victim on the altar. And that's what you're going to be. You're going to be put on an altar. Okay? An altar can be anywhere. All right? The stretcher, the gurney, the room. When we go to camp, that is an altar. We are the sacrifice at the altar when we are at camp. Okay? So when people sit down being idled, they're going to feed themselves to this technology and be offered to that idol, okay? So that's my one thing. When you go into the law, why are not these law-abiding Israelites pushing the aspect of how even this technology that's known abroad that people are doing, okay? Why? Which it's old technology. Let me say that. The MOTB, people been getting that since the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. A lot of rich people have that right now. Okay. So it's not like no one has it. A lot of people are C-hipped right now. The prophecy states when he tries the world. Okay. Right now it's optional. Soon it will be mandatory. Okay. So what else do we got in here? See, look, American Idol. Okay, he's loose with his words, but then when you sit back, you go, oh damn, look, virtual idol. Okay, she's my idol. Oh my gosh, my idol. I will bow to you. People are vain, man. All right, they're vain. Now, we got that. Let's go back to this. Don't print any marks upon you. I am Yahweh Shem Shai. Now let's go here. This is Leviticus 18 and 21. Look how I'm using the law, okay? I'm using the law through the Holy Spirit pertaining to a future prophecy of the MOTB that Ezra saw. Ezra saw this, okay? Ezra saw this, all right? And I do want to read a little more of this, but it's just on my spirit to really delve into the law aspect. So Leviticus, check this out. Leviticus 18 and 21. It says, and thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire to Moloch, neither shalt thou profane the name of thy God. I am Yahweh Shemel Shai. So there was an ancient Canaanite idol, god, deity, okay, which I believe if you break it down, it means king of shame, because Moloch, Malak, king, and let me see. Yeah, let's see this one. In the Hebrew Bible, Moloch is a Canaanite god who is described as demanding fire sacrifice of children. See? Children. Now, what does it say in Revelations? Doesn't it say old and young? Yes, it does. So when you have understanding of the scriptures, of law, of ancient heathen gods, rituals, deities, you read this prophecy about this MOTB and you say, oh, damn, this is nothing more than modern day idol worship, because they would offer children. Makes sense why he calls it small and gray, because back then they would offer small and gray. They would offer, and he offers all. See, so change cause to offer, and he offers all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or their foreheads. Wait a minute. We're done with this law, but I do like that word marks right there. I want to keep that just to drive that point home. But mark, right? Get it? All right. Mark upon you, mark of the beast. We're getting there. So let's go to Daniel real quick. And let's skip to I think it's the 3rd chapter right here. Look, the king's golden image. So back in the time of Babylon, Nebuchadnezzar actually had a statue that people had to bow to, and everybody and their mother had to bow to it. Look, then Nebuchadnezzar, verse 2, 3 and 2. Then Nebuchadnezzar the king sent to gather together the princes, the governors, and the captains, the judges, the treasurers, the counselors, the chiefs, the sheriffs, and all the rulers of the province to come to the dedication of the image which Nebuchadnezzar the king had set up. See that? Look, then the princes, the governors, the captains, the judges, the treasurers, the counselors, the sheriffs, and all the rulers of the province were gathered together unto the dedication of the image that Nebuchadnezzar the king had set up. And they stood before the image that Nebuchadnezzar had set up. So right here, we see through history that men in power would actually construct or create a god to worship. Hence why people call Christ today. Serapis Christus was a god created in the Ptolemaic Empire while he ruled over the Egyptian province, and he made people worship a so-called white man and called him God. So Nebuchadnezzar did it. The Edomite Greeks did it, and we're getting ready to witness Esau do it today. Modern day idol worship is upon us. Okay, it's upon us. And he said, look, all governors, princes, captains, cops, police, chiefs, mayors, nurses, you name it. See, he calls us all. He offers all. Cops, police, chiefs, rich, poor, free, bond. Rich niggas, poor niggas, dark-skinned niggas, light-skinned niggas, everybody. Excuse me, a little Ephraim in me being silly, but everybody, okay, is going to have to make a conscious decision to consent or deny this idol worship, just like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Now, since I made that statement about consent, let's continue on. Okay. 2nd Ezra 16 and 68. Let's read this one more time now with our understanding. Okay. It says, for behold, Jacob's trouble is going to be upon you. The burning wrath of a great multitude, a flood, is kindled over you specifically. And they shall take away certain of you, arrest you, take you, capture you, kidnap you, lock you up, and feed you, being idle. So it's breaking it down. So some of us are going to be put places where we're not going to be able to move, walk around, travel freely, okay, with things offered unto idols. Then he's going to present something that you have to consent to take. That's the MOTB. Look, and they that consent unto them, okay, I'll do it. You fucking gave in. You broke. You broke, man. You're supposed to strive for the truth unto death so the Lord can fight for you. Hell no. I don't want that shit. I already hate it here enough. Fuck, I'm going to take this for. And then the ship sinking. Here, take the ship sinking. Why are you going to take something from the captain as the ship sinking? You're going down. See? So us knowing the prophecies is going to keep us sober, even in the midst of pain, torture, and death. Read about the 7 sons in Maccabees with their, their valiant mother. It said she died manfully. Sirach 4:28. Strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee. See, you don't just because he said he's going to put you to death, don't mean he can do it. Your head can be put in whatever mechanism to behead you, and then when they do it, it don't work. Okay. Now, I'm not much of a dreamer. I've mentioned it before. I've had a collection about 5 dreams, and they've always stuck with me. Now, this one just came to mind, so I'm going to tell it real quick because I don't have like visions. I'll have like a scene, So I had this scene, this dream a while back, and I was standing in like a prison hallway, like a prison stairwell. Let's put this in. I'm a man of visuals. When I'm talking, I like to show what I'm talking about. Prison stairway. Okay, I just want to show you this. All right, paint the picture. Yeah, I guess stairwell. Let me see. Let's see. Something like this. Okay, it was something like this. All right, you get the idea. Okay, but I was standing in this prison stairway with a whole bunch of Jakes. It was me. I was in line, and there was Jakes in front of me and behind me, and we all were wearing orange jumpsuits. And I remember laughing. I remember giggling and laughing with a couple of Jakes, but we all were in line to die. Okay, because at the end of the line, where we were being corridor to, walking down it, was a machine, and it was like a claw. Okay, and what it did was it grabbed your head and twisted it off. That was my dream, but I didn't get to the part. But I knew that was the end of it. But in the dream, I had like this silly spirit on me. We were just laughing and cracking up. So when the time comes and we're presented, with this option, the Lord's going to put a very manful, beautiful spirit on us, just like Stephen. You don't even know if you're going to feel pain or not. So we don't have to worry. You don't have to carnally worry. Take those stupid ass carnal worrisome thoughts out of your mind. No one told you to worry. Who told you to worry? Who told you to doubt? Nobody. You right. Yeah, forget all that shit, man. Strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee. All right. Now look, but those that don't strive, 2/3, right? And they that consent, I will. Okay, I'll do it. Right? A lot of black women gonna do it. A lot of the black queens, right? Like the elders say, queen. They're gonna give in, man. Okay, this is gonna bring a great separation. You're gonna have men that have women, and their women are gonna consent. That's why Yahushua said, remember Lot's wife. Okay. So we understand these things. See, a lot of people cannot put themselves in the position of the feet of the prophets, because the life of a prophet is way different from an average citizen Israelite with fringes and his wife at home cooking organic chicken. All right. But then when that mark comes, how y'all going to act? All these Israelites right now can Kwam Yasharala and happy and feast day and shalom. Let's see how you act when that mark comes out. Let's see if your wife's still your wife, or your children still your children, or you still an officer of 50 in that day. This is serious, man. We're going to truly, you need to be a man of the Lord to make it. And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision. Do you know what the word derision means? Look at how this is being broken down. The word derision means ridicule or mockery. So they're going to get the mark, and then they're going to be laughed at. You're going to be laughed at because you got bewitched. They got you. You got offered. You now have been fed to the beast. You've now been offered to Moloch again. Not literally Moloch. I'm just using it as an example. All right. The Lord's told us not to feed our children to Moloch, but it's going to happen again because Jake did it before, and now they're going to do it to again. Modern day Moloch is the mark, It says, and reproach and trodden underfoot, they're going to die. For there shall be in every place in the next city a great violent uprising, insurrection, violent uprising upon those that fear the Lord. So something's going to happen where we're going to be enemies. Okay. All right. We're going to be looked at as enemies. They're going to lie on us. They're going to tie us into something. Okay. They're going to bear false witness, and the world is going to believe it. Even family members. Luke 21. What did Yahushua say? Luke 21. And we're in the Holy Spirit, we're ready. We're preparing our minds. We're ready for it. Okay? We're ready. The only way we can be. What are we gonna say? We're not ready? Well, I'm not ready yet. Yeah, you better be. Now, Luke 21 and 16. And ye shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren and kinfolk and friends, and some of you shall they cause to be put to death. See? So we're entering a very heavy time, okay? And we understand and have to accept the false witnessing that will be bared upon us, the allegations and lies, accusations that will be brought forth, and we're just going to have to maintain because it's not true. You know, Yahweh Shai kept his mouth closed. It's not true, but you're just going to have to deal with it. You know, you're going to have to deal with it. It's going to suck, but you have to accept it. It's that through much tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom. And these people are going to be offered unto this idol. All right. Where we at? It says they shall be like madmen. Okay. Meaning you're not going to be able to talk to them. You're not going to be able to reason with them. Hold on. I'm not no, they don't care. Sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. So it's going to get wild out here. All your possessions ain't your possessions. You came into this world with nothing. The only thing we're going to leave with is deliverance, salvation. That's what your mind has to be upon, okay? It says, for they shall waste and take away their goods, which makes me think about scarcity. During the second woe, they had ration points, which is now like would be today. Modern day ration points will be a social credit system, but you had to have a certain number of points to receive certain amount of food, okay? So in a time of war, who gets fed first? The government, standing powers, military. So they're going to take away your goods, okay? And cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. So we're getting ready to enter even a greater temptation. So if you notice that it's been getting hard lately, you have to remember that's the Lord putting you through this furnace right now to prepare you for what's coming next. You got a hard-ass job. You got a hard-ass life. Well, that's the Lord keeping you in that hard-ass mindset, turning you into silver, to turn you into gold. All right. And a lot of people can't handle that. A lot of people can't be around a man of the Lord because his life is different. Even though what he goes through is common to man, it's different. Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for Yahweh is your guide. See that? So we don't need to be afraid. We don't need to doubt. All we're doing is waiting on Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Tunnel vision. It's time for tunnel vision. Okay? Now, let me make this point before I close out. So going back to this idol worshiping of Moloch, you see that this in particular deity liked children. So they had demons on them to specifically offer children. What did Jake do? Psalms 106 and 37. Yea, they sacrificed their sons and their daughters unto demons. All right, let's go to Bible. Okay, look. And their daughters to demons. The MOTB is a demon, meaning people are going to be offering themselves because those demons are going to be jumping all over them and making them going, yes, I'll do it. Okay, because Satan's going to be plaguing their mind. You should take it. Why don't you take it? Maybe you already got it. And let me just say this too. Esau, with his technology, he can manufacture a video showing you that you've already taken it. So you got to have bulletproof faith. You got to have faith even when Satan tells you you're not a man of the Lord, you're not a woman of the Lord. You have to fight that own mindset and say that you are. That's what the Lord wants to see. He wants to see you, no matter what, believe in him, even if all the odds are stacked against you. This is why it's called faith. This is why it's called faith. And we're entering a great hour of temptation. And I'll end it there. Okay. Revelations 3 and 10, red letter, because thou hast kept the word of my patience. See, you're not a man of the Lord. You already got the mark. You're going to give it. You're not going to make it. You're not going to be delivered. Nope. I'm going to hold fast to the word and I'm going to apply patience. I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world. What he's saying, Book of Eli? They'll come from all around the world to hear what I got to say if it comes from this book. See? Esau is going to try the entire world, one world government, right? You know the rest. Come upon all the world to try them, to test them that dwell upon the earth through the idea of piercing. Remember, when you go into this word try, I will go into it right now for you. When you go into this word try, it means to try one's faith, but by what? Periazo, right? Now we're speaking Greek. Periazo, right? To sin, temptation of the devil, enticement to sin, see? To test, all right? To test, to try one's faith through what? Etymology, origin of this word try, through idea of piercing. He's going to pierce you through. He wants to pierce you, okay? He wants to offer you like they did in the past. This is just modern day idol worship, okay? It's just modern day idol worship. And now the modern day idol that is worship is in the form of technology. So I just wanted to do that real quick lesson. All right. People are going to be offering their children, themselves, family, everybody. So I just want to do that real quick lesson. I pray it was edifying, encouraging, enlightening. I pray Yahushai's sheep were fed. I just want to say, call halal, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles at Great Millstone that do well. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect. With that being said, shalom.